when we put down our walls and make sure that people can easily reach us, our experiences can be shared, and people can learn from us.
As a person, where you are, be aware of your audience, try to get in touch with your audience, in contact with your audience.
It is very important as a creative to not stop reading. The moment you stop learning is the moment you begin to die. And so it's a luxury we cannot afford, to stop learning. And I think that's one important thing if anybody decides to be a creative, to keep reading, keep learning, keep exposing yourself to a vast database of information and knowledge. I absolutely have enjoyed my stay here. And I just noticed this morning that there are actually no walls here. And that kind of leans into giving language to the experience that I've had with the creatives this weekend.
My general experience has been amazing. It was amazing working with a team of creatives, learning from them, learning from people who have been in the industry way longer than me. And yeah, I've had generally a lot of fun.
And this workshop has been really instrumental, especially in creativity, in writing, in branding, and components that creatives should consider in their professional work.
The experience here has been bliss, learning process, learning of both the business side and the artistic side of poetry and just creativity.
Workshopping, trading experiences, hearing dope pieces. I think what it symbolizes is there are no walls between us, there are no differences. There's just a plethora of creative energy and a beautiful exchange if only we allow ourselves or lend ourselves to that experience. So I think that a lot more of such workshops should be held. I look forward to coming back sometime again and do this all over again. And yeah, hear more pieces because people really write beautifully well here.
The experience here has been amazing. It's been wonderful, especially the environment contributed a lot into getting one into the space and into the vibe and into the zone of creativity. It kind of reminds me personally how vital peace and quiet is in the process of creation. For me as an artist, this has been that one experience that has been a perfect reminder. So I've learned to appreciate it so much. The people have been amazing, lots of vibe, lots of laughter, lots of games, music, dance, all that stuff. It's just a place where I felt like I could be myself and explore.
I have been part of this unknown workshop where we just dive into poetry and dive into storytelling and dive into all the techniques behind it, but also everything else that comes with it. And I can say it was very needed for me. I've taken a lot from this, whether it's in branding and trying to figure out who I am and how to package that for my audience, and even trying to figure out exactly who my audience is. It's been enlightening, to say the least. It's been riveting, challenging, the amount of things I've had to write, and even parts of myself I had to reach into that I didn't know I had up until this time.
So it felt like coming back to a second home, seeing creatives I haven't seen in a long time, interacting, laughing. I think poets are low-key comedians. We're not as serious as we portray ourselves to be. So once in a while, it's always good to check in with people and really touch base and reconnect on that level.
Well, actually, I don't have the words for it because it's just been more than what I expected it to be. It has been such a mind-blowing experience, and it's not only just been a mind-blowing experience, it's been also very spiritual for me. And such experiences are what define my why. Like, they make me realize why I actually do what I do and why I should be in this space.
My takeaway from this is performance. I need to really work on my performance and also my branding, because I realize there's a lot of things that go into branding that I haven't done yet.
my takeaway here is as a creative and a critic, I should take it easy with myself.
Being very true to myself and just like being connected to source and not being disconnecting away from it, because if I take myself away from it, then my gift dies. And that was said by Emma, and I'll just carry it with me.
Just the spirituality of art, the spirituality of creativity, how it relates, that art is spiritual, poetry is spiritual, and we can do it in another aspect, in another realm, and affect people or infect people in a positive way.
You can learn and be as experienced as you will let yourself be, but just be accessible. So I look forward to making that a practical part of my life.
My takeaway in the whole experience is just learning to trust myself, always and always and always.
I feel like I'm in nature more often than not, just because of the outdoors background I do have, but it's been peaceful to come back to this and not be as linked to all of technology and all of society at this point in time. So it's been wonderful even writing from this and realizing there's so much more around us or around me that I can use as inspiration.
Retreats are really healthy. The city is very busy. Everyone has expectations of you. People think so much about hustling, getting to the next paycheck, the next job. But I've really enjoyed the facilitators. I've learned so much from my peers. I've gone back with skills to sharpen my craft. And I have become a fan of so many artists.
Oh, the future of poetry is promising and beautiful. I think poets have a core place in society. We have a very significant role to play when it comes to making sure culture is carried on the way we hope that it is in our language and in our communication. Oral tradition has always been a core part of nurturing a society, and so the future of poetry and for poets is promising if only we'll put in the work and stay authentic.
A deep, a dark void. In the beginning, there was prose. And the writer saw that it wasn't good for prose to be alone. So he took a rib from prose, fashioned a paragraph out of it, and created poetry. I am poetry, the missing rib from prose. In the beginning, there was prose, but it wasn't good for prose to be alone.
Bado tuko vita na mabakuli kwa kichwa, tadhani ni mabati ya Taj Mahal. Si lazima moto itoke juu ichome ng'ombe ndujue hauhitaji bal. Hizi maneno zilikuwa embedded kwa kifua na mkono wa Mungu mwenyewe. Menemene tekel, si lazima upate nukue mlevi ndi unelewe.
Be unapproachable. It means less people are likely to try something stupid. Get angry, because we still have to push and pull and fight and scream for rights that we should have today. Get an attitude. Don't shrink yourself down for people who are only out here to crush you.
Our economy starves at the expense of economic progression. What comes into the mouth is taxed just as much as what leaves the anus. Here, nothing is shit.
Najaribu kuambia vijana wakae chonjo, read between the lines, nikao naangalia wardrobe ya Charles Njonjo, juase wanakufukuza hata wakikuita njonjo.
So mabeshte vijana, kazi ni moshi na chrome. Ati this is how high we get before dawn. Tukidiscuss vile kesho tutapatana kwa chum, na vile bonde zimeundwa na chrome na zikakuwa grounded na ndom ni fiti. Meanwhile hakuna hata mmoja wetu wako fiti manze, si fiti.
Sent to study because education is the key, but the doorkeepers are old, perversive men. My girls are dying.
My mother whispers in the dark in between labor wards. Sometimes I find the slips and wonder how many babies she's lost and she hasn't told me about them.
And I never knew this is what love could feel like. And I hope this love never breaks my heart. And I hope this is the song that keeps my heart smiling. And I hope this is the fire that keeps me warm in the middle of the cold when life stabs me in the back like it's proven to always do. I hope this is the taste I savor and relish and wish that I never forget what an avocado tastes like.
Poetry is a beautiful thing. Poetry is shape-shifting. Hi, my name is Depression, reporting live from a midlife crisis.
Siku hizi hadi ukimvalia kitenge ya kuoni wife material. Vijana hatuko sawa. Prize ya kuwa sober ni depression. So vijana wakiwacha miadarati, ni nani atawapeleka rehab?
Let's go together. Sit upande. Alright, let's go. Aha. Ati sit upande. Whoa, sit upande.